All right. Hey everyone, welcome again to our Amazon for Beginners class. So for you guys that are new here, I do these classes every week on Mondays at 7 p.m. Pacific. And yeah, let me see. I can share my screen and show you guys some products, but just to give you guys some background, right? So Amazon, there's many ways to sell on Amazon, but the way that I do it is called online arbitrage. So I do buy products from stores like Walmart, Target, Home Depot, Lowe's, and other retailers. Show you guys some examples here, especially for Reggie because he just joined for the first time. So it's just basic business. I buy products from stores like Walmart, Target, Home Depot, like it's said. I buy it for a low cost and I resell them on Amazon for a higher cost. So for example, this one here is a toy, right, from Walmart. And the price of this toy from Walmart is $12.41. And the same product is on Amazon for about $25. So I find products that are going to give me some margin for profit. And then what I do is I buy it, right? I do a test buy of 5 to 10 products usually. And then from there, I ship it to my third-party prep center in Oregon. It's in Oregon because there's no sales tax, which saves you another 10%. They pack and prep their products, and then from there, they ship it to Amazon. And then once Amazon receives their products, Amazon does all the selling, shipping, handling, customer service, which I like because my job as an Amazon seller is kind of like Amazon supplier. So I find Amazon good product, and then Amazon does all the selling for me, right? And then we can go like a little deeper with the products. So I use softwares, right, to make sure that I'm really buying the right products. So I use softwares like Keepa, Seller Amp, are the two main ones. And then what I do is I make sure that the products match, right? So it's like grocery shopping. I make sure that everything matches, same color, same size, same description. So for example, this one's a hand. Oh, what is this? Like a sling bag. So this product is from steepandcheap.com. And the price of this bag is $20.99. Or wait, $20.98. I'm sorry. And then from here, I use this software called Seller Amp, and then I plug the numbers under cost. So under cost, I plug in the number, right? The cost of the product. And then under the sale price, I plug in the Amazon selling price. So $29.80 for the cost, and the sale price on Amazon is about $59. And then this software gives me an ROI. So for this product, it's giving me a 91% ROI. I also like to look at the sales per month right there, estimated sales per month. So this product is selling at 273 times in a month, but this one is a variation, meaning I need to get the exact sale per month of this exact color, right? So now I go under variation here in Seller Amp, and then I check the variation right there. Oh no, it's not showing. Yeah, this thing's not working. So, well, just to keep it simple, right? I'll just use this number on Seller Amp right here. So this product is selling at 273 times in a month, and it's giving me a 90% ROI. Right?
Wow.
So people like to look at profit too. So this product is giving me at least a $19 profit per sale. Some people like to look at ROI, so it's just gonna be up to you. And then what I usually like to do is I would decide if I'm okay with selling 273 times a month, right? And share it with these other sellers. And it's giving me this much ROI. So based on the data, right? Are you okay with buying a product that's selling 273 times in a month, and there's 6 other people here selling the exact same product with this much inventory, and it's giving you a 91% ROI minimum? Yeah, what do you guys think in the chat? So 273 sales a month, and there's 6 other sellers here with this much inventory, and it's giving you a 91% ROI minimum. Is that something that you guys would buy? So let's see. So Jerry is a yes, Dion's a yes, Reggie's a yes. So yeah, I agree. This is a good buy, right? Because if you look at the numbers, there's 273 sales in a month, and there's only 6 sellers here. And there's not much in stock. And I think this is the biggest point here. It's giving you a 90% ROI, right? Which is really good. And yeah, so yeah, this is a good product to buy. So yes, I would buy because of high ROI and good sales per month.
Just a quick question. Sorry. So on this one, since we're getting a good return on it, will this be a full blown out buy, or would we still do a test buy? Will we do like a 5, or will we do a 10, or will we go a 20?
Well, I always do a test buy no matter what.
Okay.
Yeah, just because you can't really predict what's gonna happen. So I mean, if the data is this good, I usually go for 10.
Okay.
If I'm kind of iffy, I usually go, for like 5 or less.
Okay.
Yeah, but for this instance, I really like the data, especially the ROI. So I'm okay with doing a test buy of 10, right?
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Great question. I had the same one.
Yeah, but I don't ever go for like a home run in the beginning, just because there's really like no need to do that. I can do like a small test buy, and then if it does good, I can buy more of it again. Unless it's really like a rare, like rare seasonal product, like limited edition thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if it's an everyday product, I usually don't. Yeah.
Right. So then when you're looking for a product, so for example, this one popped up for the 29. Do you look at the other products that's still at that same selling price?
Great question. Yes. Yeah, that's actually
So
a
on
good
here,
idea. Oh, you mean other variations?
yeah, just
Yeah.
when we start doing the variations and you're looking at them, do you try and get 5 of each or 2 of each or 3 to try?
Yeah, I actually look at the data for each variation.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I buy accordingly.
Okay.
Yeah, so for this instance, right, there's 4 of them here. So I would look up the exact sale or data per variation.
Right.
And then if the data is good with other ones, I'll buy some too. Yeah, and that way you can maximize your leads, right? So you found one lead with 4 variations. Now you can buy like 4 from one lead. So yeah. So next one. Yeah, next one. So it's a sort from Walmart. So first I make sure that they match, right? So it's a Marvel 6-inch action figure. Let's see, looks the same. Yeah, it looks the same. Price is $12.41. And from Walmart, I always make sure that I'm buying from Walmart.com and not third-party sellers, just to be safe. So this one's sold and shipped by Walmart, right? So I'm okay with this because it's sold by Walmart directly and not by third-party sellers. And then from here, I plug in the cost. So cost is $12.41. And then the selling price on Amazon is about $25. And then from here, I run the numbers. So this one's giving me a lower ROI of 9%. So I would just check the other sellers on where they're priced. So as far as the other sellers, right? They're pricing this between 25 to like $30 right there, and it's giving you like different ROIs. So yeah, and then the sales per month is 30, right? So now I ask myself, or you should ask yourself, right? Are you gonna buy this product that is selling 30 times in a month with 25
No.
other sellers, and it's giving you a minimum of 10% ROI? What would you guys do? So yeah, 30 sales a month, and there's 25 other sellers here with this much inventory, and it's giving you a 10% ROI minimum. Yeah, this one is a clear no, right? It's because you're only getting 30 sales a month, which is on the low side, right? And then you're also competing with 25 other people, which is, I mean, it's just not making sense, right? As far as numbers. And not just that, you're also getting a minimum of 10% ROI. So this one does not make any sense at all, right? So see the chat. So Dion's a no, Jerry's a no, Reggie's a no, Bismir is a no. Yes, I agree. This one is obvious. So pass. I mean, everything's wrong with this product, right? So low sales per month. High competition, low ROI. Next product. Equate. Sugar-free, daily fiber orange, okay. 36.8, okay. So Reggie has a question. What's up, Reg?
Hey, quick question for you. I'm not sure if I should raise my hand or just, I'm trying to be respectful here. So are you in one specific niche, or are you kind of just in any product really, and then just doing, test runs based on ROI?
Yeah, I don't really have a niche. I actually just buy the data. So I go through different products, and if I like the data, I buy it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but I do tend to stay away from clothes though, because of the higher like return rates.
Okay.
Yeah, so I like everyday household products. Yeah, because with clothes, right? People like try it on, and then if they don't like it, they can return it. So
Oh yeah,
return rates are pretty high versus, for example, this one, right? Like a supplement or like a toy.
Okay.
So yeah. Is that it, or
Thank you. Yeah, that was it.
okay?
That was all.
Yeah, great question.
I have a question once you're done, once you go over the data. I have a question about products like this. Go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, the products are the same, right? So as usual, I plug in the numbers. So 21.44 is the cost. Oh, I forgot to check, sorry. So if you're buying from Walmart, you make sure you buy from walmart.com and not third-party sellers, right? So there's that. So 21.44, and the sale price on Amazon is it's fluctuating, but it's about $43, right? So this price is giving you a 30% ROI, and the sales per month is about 51. So again, you go down your competition, right? And then you do the exact same thing. Are you willing to invest in a product that's selling 50 times in a month? And there's 10 other sellers on the listing with this much inventory, and you're getting a minimum of 26% ROI. And I know there's one here that's lowering the price, but I'm just gonna assume that this guy is gonna be sold out, like really quickly, right? So I'm just gonna look at these other sellers here. So again, right, 50 sales a month with about 9 other sellers, and it's giving you a minimum of 26% ROI. Would you guys do it? So Dion's a pass. Jerry said I would do a test by a 5 and set the price lower than the FBM seller. Okay, makes sense. So Reggie's a no. Okay. Yeah, I agree. This one is not the best one out there. I mean, yeah, this one, depending on where you're at with your capital and if you're scaling, I mean, this one is pretty okay. If you're scaling your business, it's kind of hard to be picky. So this one is going to be decent. If you're going to be, if you're a beginner, it's okay to be picky. So this one is not, is not so good. But I'll just put decent. Low sales per month with decent ROI. Decent ROI and competition, right? Like it's not too bad, but it's not the best either. So,
Right.
Dion, you have a question, right?
Okay. Yep. I had a question. So this popped up on me on selling generic products.
Mm-hmm.
I've received like 3 or 4 error codes and statements from Amazon asking about generic products. And they, there was a list of things I had to supply to them to do generic products. But everywhere I go and look and search, they say, avoid generic products. Easy to get your store closed down. So
is that an error? Like error 5885 or something?
Yeah. Right. It was 2 different errors. One was submitting of the picture, the actual picture. And the other one was recreating another placement of the product, of a generic product.
Yeah. Well,
and how do you avoid generic products is the basic question.
I just sent you a solution in the school group or in
okay
chat.
Okay. Because
yeah, it's like a long explanation on how to fix it.
Okay.
Yeah, but
okay.
I sent it to you in school.
Yeah, because some of them to fix it's okay, but my thought is if generic products are going to get my store shut down, do I even want to attempt to post those? And I'm just trying to think, is that a option? Or because I couldn't actually look and figure out why some products were generics. So these were candles from Better Homes and Gardens. Who would think that's a generic product?
Right. Well, not really. It's usually a glitch.
Okay.
Unless it's really obvious, right? Meaning the listing on Amazon is a Milwaukee, right? Milwaukee like tool. And then you got it from eBay or something, like a generic one.
Right.
Like those ones are obvious.
Right.
But if not,
but some
an error.
Right. Like this brand, this Equates brand. Most people consider this as a generic product. Most people, but I'm not sure where it says generic or something. So there's one thing I've been trying to do. So when I see these products, I go down to the load to store to see if they give me the error. And that's the only way I've been doing it now, but that's like another extra step and some other checking. And I'm just wondering, is there some other way of doing this, or that's obviously to look at this?
Yeah, well, I just look at it. Like for example, this one, right? This one is clearly not generic.
Okay.
Yeah. You just look at the brand.
Right.
And look if they really match. Because those generic errors on Amazon are usually just glitches.
Okay.
Yeah, but it would make sense though. After you read the stuff that I sent you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Because yeah, it was a pain for those. There was a couple products that popped up, and I didn't have a clue if they were or not, or how to tell
Mm.
if they're
If you're not
generic.
sure about a product, I would just skip it.
Yeah, and that's what I was doing too. But the thing is, it already shipped,
Mm.
so I have to figure out how to return or what to do with those products right now. So that's that. But now, before I buy, I check and see, click the button to see if they're going to complain about a generic error or something like that. So that's what I've been doing the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. I would just read the stuff that I sent you,
Okay.
and it's gonna help you out.
Alrighty. Thanks.
Yeah. Because if it's not really generic, you can fix it. It's an Amazon glitch, so
Okay.
unless it's really obvious, right?
Yeah.
I'll stay away from that for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey Reggie, you got a question?
Yeah, I guess my question is, so at what's the bottom line ROI where you're like, no, let's move on to the
Mm,
next, let's not do a test. So
great
is there a
question.
specific number you go by, or you just kind of analyze the data as far as how many sellers there are and how much inventory? Is that kind of where you get your yes and no from?
Yeah, well, I usually like to have a minimum of at least 20%.
Okay,
That's the bottom. And as far as profit, I mean, at least like $3 profit minimum, at least.
gotcha.
Yeah. But that's just me though. Each seller has their own like different ways of looking at data. But to give you a number, those are my numbers. So at least 20% ROI. And then a profit is, at least $3.
Okay. Now, I guess the other question I have is now after expense are you analyzing the data based off of um cost per unit or profit per unit, after expenses? That makes sense?
Yeah, this is after all the fees.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, because this calculator you can plug in. Well, it's automatic that it's gonna deduct Amazon fees, and then there's an option here too where you can add your prep cost. So for me, my prep cost is about like 265 per unit.
Okay.
So it's already here under prep. Yeah. So your ROI and profit here is pretty clean. So it's after your prep fees and your Amazon fees.
I like it. KPIs.
Yeah. So this one is pretty much pure profit. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Great questions. All right. So was this done here? Yeah, it's done. Next. So this is the job, right, of an Amazon seller. You go through your products every day. And then you just pick the best ones and you just send it to Amazon. Sold out. So camp, okay, makes sense because it's about to be summer, right? So people are camping a lot. We're planning to camp. So there's a lot of people buying these products right now. So I know for sure this one is a hot product. This one is sold out. So this is just another step, right? If you guys want to do this, you guys can go to stores in your local area and find this product right there because this one is really hot. I can tell because this one is sold out. It's a Coleman brand too. Summer's coming up, so people are camping a lot. So if you guys can find this product locally, I would really buy this product. So let's see. So cost is $19.99. Yeah. So about $20, right? What's your cost? Selling price on Amazon is $54. ROI is really high. Sales per month is high, and I think it's gonna go higher as we get closer to the summer. So 182. Okay. Okay. So now you gotta decide, right? Are you willing to buy this product that's selling 182 times in a month with 22 other sellers? And you're getting a minimum of 7-8% ROI. Would you guys do it?
What's the sale price again?
Sale price? Or oh, you mean sales per month?
No, the price on Amazon.
Oh, Amazon price is $54.
And what's the IP alert?
Oh, this one is it's on seller Amazon. I don't really look at this one.
Oh,
Yeah. So 182 sales in a month with 22 other sellers. And it's giving you a minimum of 7-8% ROI. Let's see the chat.
yeah. Dion says Amazon's at the top.
So Dion's a pass because Amazon's on the listing. Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. So if Amazon's on the listing, I usually go at the buy box analysis. This is an extra step. And I see, right? So for this example, Amazon is owning 97% of the buy box, meaning Amazon is getting 97% of all the sales. So I mean, there's some sales going on with other sellers, but yeah, for this instance, Amazon is dominating the sale. So to Dion's point, this is going to be a pass. Did it make sense? So Amazon's on the listing, right? And Amazon is getting most of the sales. So to me, this product is risky. So depending on how you play it, because if your price match Amazon, your products are still going to sell. But then if you don't want to take that risk based on this data, then this one's to skip. So I'll just put Amazon is on listing. So buy your own risk. So Bismir is asking, do you make your buying decision only by looking at seller app, or do you also check the Keepa chart? I look at Keepa too. Yeah, I look at Keepa also. So for Keepa, I usually look at the price fluctuation. If it's seasonal, I look here. Right, I look at the seller count. But for this class, I'm not gonna go so deep because you know it's gonna be really confusing if I go deep. So I'll just keep it very simple. But once you guys learn the basics of product research, you guys can go deep as you want. Here in Keepa, right? You can nerd out on different data points here. And then for people who like graphs, you can look at the graphs here, and you can also get more data from the graphs. So, but just for this class, and you know, I don't want to confuse people too much, so I just look at the obvious numbers. Hey, Reggie.
Hey, I got a quick question for you. So, you know, maybe you have some training on this because I mean, this is more product training, it looks like. How do you like basically get set up with actually becoming a seller, and what's the 1, 2, 3, 4 step to actually get to this point?
Oh, to this point, well, you set up a seller account with Amazon, and then as far as products, you decide if you want to prep yourself. or use
Okay.
a third-party prep center. And then, I mean, set up the softwares like Seller Amp, Keepa, IP Alert. And then once those are all set up, you can start looking at products and look at data and buying.
Okay, and just filter through an LLC.
Yeah, LLC, if you have an LLC. Some people also use sole prop.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long does that process take to get set up as an Amazon seller?
You can get your account within like 3 days. It's pretty
Okay.
quick.
Nice.
Yeah, you open up your Amazon seller account, you verify your information, they check it, and they usually approve it.
Perfect. Thank you.
So, yeah, next product. All right. So what happened here? Oh, okay, right there. Oh, it's out of stock too. Okay, makes sense. What's the price? It's no price. I wanted to practice on this, but there's no price though. So, I mean, this one's out of stock, so yeah, I can't really run the numbers because there's no cost. Let me see. Okay, let me just try another color. Just so we can practice. Let's try this one. So chroma pop polarized, that one. Purple. I can't even find it. So. What this? Where's his color though? I can't find it. So that one? No. I can't find it, guys. So let's do Q&A. Last product was bad. So, do you guys have any questions about Amazon, the basics, like products, the process?
Well, I mean, you kind of explained it to me about how to get started, with A to B, becoming a seller, run it through an LLC. I'm sure there's some logistics behind it. And then I guess what do you pretty much you just find your products based off the data, right?
Yeah.
It's not I know you had covered that, but you're just basically plugging in a product and going over the data. I mean, is it just something randomly that comes to mind, or are you kind of going like seasonal, or what's coming up, or
well, no. Well, my process is I have a team of virtual assistants who lives all over the internet, and then they give me like a spreadsheet, right, every day of different products.
Okay.
And then I go through the data and then I buy the best ones that I like. And then I ship it to Amazon, right? So, I mean, and then there's also the manual way, meaning you would literally, I'll show you some example, right? So you'll do like a reverse search. How do I explain it? So the manual way is, for example, this one, right? You would, so using Seller Amp, you can do like a reverse Google search right here, right
Okay.
there. And then you go under Google Shopping. And then you would find the exact product that's selling on Amazon. Right? So exact color, exact frame, exact size. Right? You would go through the internet and then look for the exact product that's selling on Amazon, which is time consuming, and that's why I use a VA. Did it make sense?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. So the way to find products is to go through products on Amazon and do a reverse search. Right. So again, for this example, you pick your product and then you go on Seller Amp, you click on the Google Shopping page right there. And then you look for the exact same product. So for example, this one. And then once you find it, you make sure it matches. And then you run the numbers. Right, 1241. And then if you like the numbers, buy it. If not, you move on to the next product. But the easier way though is, is to have a VA, right? To like manually look for products for you. And then your job is to pick the best products from that list that the VA found for you. So yeah. Did it make sense? The process?
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate you clarifying that for me. Do you also use like Google Trends at all?
You can.
Okay.
Yeah, there's different strategies. You can use Google
Gotcha.
Trends. You can look for seasonal products. Yeah, I mean, some people work on different niches. So some people source locally too, meaning they go to the stores locally and they search for products locally. So, but my exact way though is that I have a virtual assistant, right? The VA gives me products. I pick
Yes.
the products that I like, and then I just send to Amazon. Just because it's the most efficient for me. I've done many strategies in the past, and I think this one is the most efficient, and it's also very scalable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing, I guess, just a little bit of clarity on, if you don't mind, is you were saying that, so you buy the product, ship it to Oregon, and then they ship it to Amazon. Is that what I'm understanding correctly? He saves you about 10%, right?
Yeah. You buy it
Okay.
online. You ship it to a third party prep center in Oregon. They pack and prep it, and they ship it to Amazon.
Okay. Now, because you're saying like when you plug in the data, it gives you your cost and then your ROI. Now, is that in that key API, key point indicator? How do you analyze or know? Like obviously you'll know when you ship it over to the Oregon one. Like what's your loss there by doing that, or profit? You know what I mean? Does it make sense? I'm trying to explain. Maybe it's not coming out clearly, but you know what I mean, right?
Oh yeah. It makes sense. Well, before I buy anything, I plug in the cost of my prep on my Seller Amp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm tracking. Gotcha.
Yeah. So anything that I buy gives me a minimum of 20% ROI after all the fees.
Okay, so you'll plug that in. How do you know? Well, so you'll know how much it's going to cost to ship it to your third party, and then from your third
Oh,
party,
I see. I see what you mean.
you
Well,
get what I mean?
most online stores give free shipping, but if they don't, I plug in that shipping cost on my
On your
calculator.
prep, on your prep.
Yeah,
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, perfect.
yeah, yeah. So everything that you buy, you plug in the cost. If there's extra shipping, then you just plug it there. But they usually don't charge shipping though, these companies. So
Okay, perfect. Now this isn't really. Are you running an LLC through like anonymously? Because there's 3 states you can do that, or are you doing it in a non-tax state, or are you just running it through the state you live in?
well, I'm in Vegas, so my LLC is just in Nevada.
Right, yeah, they don't have tax.
Yeah, we don't have
Sales.
income tax. Mhm.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Good questions. Any other questions, you guys?
Just kind of a process question. I don't know. I was just thinking about this. So, do you have your VAs keeping track of your shipments, your returns, your breakables, and things, stuff like that? Are you have the VA doing all that for you guys?
Yeah.
Because that's a
Just
handful. That's
oh yeah, as you
handful.
scale, right? It gets, everything adds
Yeah.
up. So yeah,
Okay.
everything can be
Okay.
delegated to a VA.
Okay.
Even ordering, really.
And the ordering also?
Yeah, just depending on how much you trust the VA,
Yeah. Right.
but they can pretty much run the whole store for you.
Okay.
And you're just being a manager, which is what I'm doing exactly. I'm just a manager. Um, the VAs run the business. Well, not run the business, but they're plugged into the business.
Right.
And my job is to make sure that everything's good and there's no mistakes and everything's going correctly. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah, but it takes trust, right, to do that too.
Yeah.
So it
Yep.
takes time and trust too.
Yep. For you guys working with them. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, as you scale, you're gonna notice, there's gonna be more chaos. So
Yeah.
you need to like delegate like a lot of it
Okay.
for sure.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Of course. Any other questions, you guys? We good for tonight? All right. Well, if there's no more questions, we end the Zoom.
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
Huh?
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead, Reggie.
No, I appreciate the clarity, man. I appreciate what you and your wife are doing.
Thanks, man. Yeah, thanks for being here too. And
Absolutely.
there's also more trainings in the school group if you want to check it out. So
Sure.
already. Awesome, guys.
All right. Thanks, Louis.
See you guys next week, okay?
All right.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.